Have a good one.
So those who are in class, please take down the question that I am displaying on the screen. Today will solve problem. As I told you, all should have similar graph sheets with you. All are having, isn't it? Come on, some answer from your side. All are having similar graph sheets to work out the problem. Still no answer. Are you able to hear me or not? I think you should be. Come on, those who are in class, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you having
Yes,
graph
ma'am.
sheets with you to work out similar graph sheets?
Ma'am, soft copy, yes.
Soft copy or hard copy? Anyway, all should have similar graph sheets. Okay, one full problem I will solve. Everything you have to do it in a similar graph sheet only. Either soft copy or hard copy, you have it with you.
Okay, ma'am.
The soft copy is readily available as image. You can download it from Google. Shall we start the problem? Have you taken on the question? Come on, you please respond to me. Okay, nowadays you people are, I don't know what happened to
Yes,
you. You're
ma'am.
not
Taken down.
energetic. Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Taken down the
Okay.
question.
Shall we proceed with the problem then? What are you
Yes,
supposed
ma'am.
to do as per the problem statement? Ritik, last class you did not answer any of my question. Today you answer, man. What does the problem statement want? What are you supposed to do? Ritik, Deepa Lakshmi, tell me what does the problem want? What do you need to do as per this problem statement? Deepa, are you telling something? I am not able to hear you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. And now I am able to hear. What is the problem statement saying?
Ma'am, we have to plot the board diagram for the following transfer function, and we have to obtain the gain for that frequencies, ma'am.
Gain
First, we
and
have to
phase process frequency. Okay, what is the transfer function that is given in the problem? Open loop or closed loop?
open loop, ma'am.
Open loop. Read out that open loop's transfer function. This is your open
G
loop transfer function that is representing one particular system given by what? G of is equal to
10 by divided by s into 1 plus 0.4 s into bracket of 1 plus 0.1 s.
okay, very good. So you have to draw the Bode plot as per the procedure that I have told you yesterday. You have to start out the problem. But first step is you need to convert this transfer function into a sinusoidal one. So if you want to do that, you have to substitute what value for s? S should be substituted as Js Tell me the answer. Jayesh Wadhwani. What are you supposed to substitute for S in all places of this transfer function? Jayesh. All those who are not responding to me, I am in good mood that I will be removing you from Google Meet today. Hitik, Jayesh, Pushottam, tell me what are you supposed to substitute for S? Pushottam?
J omega.
J omega. Okay, so you substitute S is equal to J omega, then what will happen to the transfer function now? Now G of J omega will be becoming equal to 10 divided by J omega into 1 plus 0.4 J omega into 1 plus 0.1 J omega. Okay, just this is your first step. You need to substitute S is equal to J omega in this open loop transfer function in all places. Okay, now the next thing is you need to, what Jayesh sir, welcome. Woke from sleep.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Sorry,
now I am
ma'am.
writing it again. Alright,
Yes.
it was not
Yes.
clear. So G of J omega is equal to 10 divided by J omega into 1 plus 0.4 J omega into 1 plus 0.1 J omega. So this is always your first step. Then you need to check whether it is in time constant form or not. So what is time constant form? What is pole zero form? Bhargava, tell me what is pole zero form, what is time constant form? This one is time constant form or pole zero form? Bhargava,
Ma'am.
tell me whether this is in pole zero form or time constant form. Always you have to do the check. Always you have to check whether this transfer function is in time constant form. Okay, so this is in time constant form or not a time constant form?
Time constant form, ma'am.
What do you mean by time constant form? You yourself can check it out that this one is in the form of 1 plus st. 1 plus st1. Yes or no?
Yes,
1
ma'am.
plus st. So this t1, t2 and all will be called as time constant. So first thing that you need to do is you need to check whether the given transfer function is in time constant form. Then only you should proceed. Otherwise, if you are proceeding it with the pole zero form, then your answers may go wrong. So what is pole zero form? This is ticked. This is in time constant form, so you can proceed. Suppose if it is pole zero form means it will be like this. S plus 1. S plus 2. This is of what form?
Pole zero form,
S plus 1, pole 0 form. So you should not proceed in that case if you are having pole 0. You should convert that into time constant, then only you can proceed. Okay, I am telling you first step again. Suppose if G of S is equal to K divided by S into S plus 1 into S plus 2. This form is called as pole 0 form. Okay, so you should not proceed. Okay, first you need to convert that into time constant. So how will you do that? You have to take out what from the formula? You need to take out what?
S.
Yes, K divided by S into 1 plus S, that is okay. So 2 you have to take
Yes.
it out. So it will become 1 plus S divided by 2. Okay, so first you need to convert given pole 0 to time constant form, then only you should proceed. Okay, make a note. If you are solving the problem like this itself, then it is wrong. The answers will go wrong. All of you understood the first step or not?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the rest? Mukul, Mohit, Bharti, Danda, Angraj,
Yes,
Tirumale
ma'am.
Vasan. All of you understood, huh?
Ma'am.
So always you should proceed. You should first check whether the given transfer function is in what form?
Time
constant.
constant.
Time constant form. Then only you can proceed. Suppose sometimes in the problems they give you pole 0 form means what will you do? You have to convert that into
Time constant.
Time constant.
time constant. Then only you can solve. Okay. So this is over. Next, as I told you, you have to substitute S is equal to J omega. That also is over. Okay, so S is equal to J omega. This is already in time constant form. So you can proceed with the problem. So as I told you, you have to substitute G of J omega. Then next thing you have to check out is what are the various factors that are present in the given transfer function. So what are the various factors that you are having? You are having 10 divided by, what is 10 actually? J omega. Then 1 plus 0.4 j omega. Then what are the various factors? Yesterday's class I have told you, know, what are the various factors?
Integral.
So what is 10? First you tell me what is 10. 10 is representing your K. K represents what?
Constant.
K is constant. So 10 is your constant. Okay. Then what about j omega? It is S in the denominator or numerator?
Denominator.
Denominator. So that is integral factor or derivative factor?
Integral.
Integral factor.
Integral factor. So this is integral factor of order. What order? That is
1.
s to the power 1. Okay. Then what about the remaining two? These two. 1 plus st. Time constant form. So these are first order factors or second order factor?
First order factor.
These two are first order factors in denominator or numerator?
Denominator.
Both the things are in the denominator. Okay, so this is a possible combination of factors that you are having for this open loop transfer function. So this is the first thing that you should do. You should substitute s equal to j omega everywhere in the given open loop transfer function after checking whether it is in time constant form or not. Okay, let us move on to the next step. Next step is, remember, have you taken down? Shall I proceed to the next step? Are you taking it down?
Yes, ma'am, taking it down.
So this time I am going to set the question paper. Surely I will fight with my coordinator and I will give one graphical problem at least for you to solve, which is carrying 16 marks to 20 marks. So that time each and every step will be carrying some 2 marks. So be aware and take down the steps that I am doing. Okay, suppose by chance if you are not being asked to come for online test, if they are asking you personally come and write test, then you cannot expect that it will be fully MCQ. You should be able to solve the problem in graph also. So you should be ready to adapt to any type of test that will be given final university time. Don't think always it will be simple MCQ which you can share answers and you can solve and get marks. Okay, maybe some of you will be writing it well, but most of you I will know what you will do if it is completely MCQ. So this time when I am setting question paper, at least one graphical part I will give, which will be at least carrying minimum 16 marks. So better take down the steps that I am giving you. The next thing, you need to find out the corner frequency. Next step is you need to find out the corner frequency. Okay, so what are the factors that you are having? Again, g of j omega is equal to 10 divided by j omega into 1 plus 0.4 j omega into what is the other factor? 1 plus?
0.1 j omega.
0.10 j omega. So corner frequencies, they will be coming for first order factor, quadratic factor. So how many first order factors are there in the problem? 2. Okay, so 2 first order factors are there. This one and this one are first order factors. Okay, so how many corner frequencies will come? 2 corner frequencies you will get. Okay, 2 corner frequencies you will be getting. Now I will tell you what is the significance of this corner frequency. That is nothing but break frequency. So suppose if you draw.
Please explain again.
Okay, so this is your given open loop transfer function. As given in the function, you are having 2 first order terms in the denominator. One is this 1 plus 0.4 j omega, other one is 1 plus 0.1 j omega. So whenever you are having first order factors or quadratic factors, then only you will be having corner frequency. Alright, so depending upon the number of factors you are having in the problem, here you are having 2, so 2 number of corner frequencies you will be having for the problem. Okay, now I will tell you why it is significant. Okay, suppose if you are drawing the Bode plot, you know that it will be having some variation. Okay, this is your magnitude plot. Now, here you are having a change in slope. Initially it is constant, then it is dropping down. So, between these 2 changes, you are having a break. Okay, so this is corner frequency number 1. Alright, then what is the other point where it changes in slope? Here at this point there is another changes in slope, that let that be omega C2. So that omega C2 will be corner frequency number 2. So now tell me what is the meaning of corner frequency or break frequency? How is it special? What does it do in the system? What is the significance of the corner frequency? What does it do?
Ma'am, it checks the breakpoint.
Break point means what? Wherever you are having change in
Discontinuity.
magnitude. Okay, change in magnitude from low frequency to high frequency region, wherever there is a change in magnitude or slope change, that will be called as corner frequency. So how many corner frequencies are indicated in this graph?
Ma'am,
2.
2. So omega C1 and omega C2 are the corner frequencies. Again I am telling you, corner frequencies at this point there is a change in slope. Earlier it was constant and now it is dropping. So there is a change in magnitude. So at this point only the change happens. The corresponding frequency is omega C1. Okay. So two corner frequencies you need to find. The general formula for corner frequency is 1 by T. Okay. So you know how to find out now corner frequencies. So what will be the formula? Tell me. You know the formula. You know the given transfer function, that is again what? G of j omega is equal to 10 divided by j omega into 1 plus 0.4 j omega into 1 plus 0.1 j omega. Okay. Now these two factors are in time constant form. Okay. 1 plus 0.4 j omega, that is equivalent to 1 plus st. Okay. So formula for corner frequency is 1 by T, I am telling you. So tell me what will be the corner frequency for that first order factor. Use your calculator. Mohan Kumar will tell me the answer. 1 by
0.4.
0.4. What is the answer? 1 by 0.4 is correct.
2.5.
1 by 0.4. So what is the answer?
2.5.
2.5. Okay, 2.5 is correct. All the others also got the answer. 1 by 0.4 is 2.5 radians per second. That is corner frequency number 1. Similarly, what is the second corner frequency? One more first order factor is there, no? This one?
1 by 0.1.
For that. Okay. 1 plus 0.1 j omega. That is also equivalent to 1 plus st. Omega c is equal to 1 by t. So 1 divided by 0.1. So what is answer?
10.
10, na? 10 radian per second. So which one is least? Which one will you take it as omega c1? Which one will you take it as omega c2? Which one is the least possible value? Huh? This one is?
0.5 is the 0.1.
This one is
0.4.
omega c2. Okay, this you will consider as omega c2. The previous one, this one you will be considering it as omega c1. Okay, that is the order. Least corner frequency you should consider as omega c1. Okay, that is given by 1 plus 0.4 j omega factor. So this is your second step. Now tell me what are the various steps that are involved. Anybody? Again, Kritik, I am calling one last time. Chandan. Savik. I have called Kritik, Chandan, Savik. Tell me what are the various steps that are involved so far for drawing a Bode plot. First thing is you will check out the transfer function, then you will check out whether it is in what form?
Time constant form.
Huh?
Time constant form.
Time constant form. Time constant form means it will be 1 plus st or s plus?
1 plus st.
1 plus st. Then next step, Chandan?
Then we have to check about the corner frequency.
We have to substitute s is equal to j omega everywhere. Then third step,
Corner frequency.
corner frequency. What is the formula for corner frequency?
1 upon T.
1 upon T. Okay, so this finishes off first 3 steps. Let us check whether the answers are correct to the problem. Okay. Now, have you done correct or not? The answers are correct or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. First corner frequency is 2.5. The second one is 10 radian per. That is correct. The next step you have to do is you have to check for magnitude plot. You have to draw 2 plots. One is phase plot and the other one is magnitude plot you have to draw. So in this function you are going to obtain 2 divisions. One is magnitude and the other one is phase angle. So magnitude how will you get and phase angle how will you get? Tell me. Magnitude of g of j omega, that is given by modulus of g of j omega, that will be got by 10 divided by, okay, 10 is the magnitude. Angle is what? Angle is 0. Okay, and then omega is the magnitude. What is angle? I told you 1 s in the denominator means how much will be the angle?
Minus 20.
Minus 20. Angle.
Minus 90.
Angle is 90 degree. Okay, that is for this factor, j omega factor. Now next factor is first order factor in the denominator. For that, if I am taking magnitude, what will be the magnitude? 1 plus 0.4 omega the whole squared. What about the angle for this factor?
180 degree.
180 degree. I have given you one formula, no? Square root of real part squared plus imaginary part squared is for magnitude. What about the angle? Tan inverse of imaginary part. What is imaginary part? For this
0.4.
function, 0.4 omega divided by 1. Okay, so second one is over. What about this term? Last term. Now tell me what will be the magnitude and the angle for that. Answer should come from your side only. You have to do the problem, not me. You have to get the marks out of it, not me.
Ma'am, I'm getting a call from sir.
Okay, your turn. Pushpesh, tell me, what about the last factor in the denominator, 1 plus 0.1 j omega? How will you write the magnitude and angle for it? Pushpesh?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell me, ma, for factor 1 plus 0.1 j omega, how will you get the magnitude and angle? Same way like you written here, for 1 plus 0.4 j omega, I have to write this magnitude and phase angle representation. I have taught you 10 times, I think so, for the past 2 weeks. Still no answer from your mouth. Square root of real part squared plus imaginary part squared will be the magnitude. Angle will be tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. How many times have I told you the formula? And you have conducted experiments also, 3 or 4. How will you write 1 plus j.1 omega in terms of magnitude and phase angle? Okay, we both will keep silent from both sides. The class will go off and you will learn nothing. I will also be happy. No problem for me. I am not going to utter even a single word. You have to tell me the answer, that's all.
Root of 1 plus 0.1 omega v square.
Okay, what is the value?
Root of
1 plus 0.1 omega the whole squared. What about the angle?
0.1.
Tan inverse of
0.1 omega
0.1
by 1.
omega divided by 1. Okay, so at least 2 or 3 people, if they understood, very good from my side. So this is how you will be writing the magnitude part and the angle. Okay, so again I am writing it. This is my magnitude, this is my angle. So for this I am writing it. So in the numerator I am having 10 magnitude, the angle will be 0. In the denominator, what are the factors that I am having? Again, for the last time I am teaching you this thing. Still if you are not getting it, means I can't help you. So what is the first factor in the denominator? The same thing will come for polar plot drawing also. What is the first factor that I have marked in green color line in G of j omega? Deva. Aditi, tell me what is this factor?
J omega, ma'am.
So what is the
Omega,
magnitude for it? Omega?
omega angle 90.
90. Okay, that is over. Okay, next we will move on to this factor, first order factor, that is 1 plus j
Plus
0.4 omega. So how will you write the magnitude? The real part is 1. So 1 squared plus 0.4 omega squared.
omega square.
Angle?
Tan inverse 0.4 omega
Tan
upon
inverse of the imaginary part is 0.4 omega divided by 1. Okay, that is finishing off this one. One more factor is there, that last factor. Now you understood or not, others in class, how to write the magnitude? What will be the
yes, ma'am.
magnitude for that last term? Aditi, you quit. Okay, what Pratyush?
No, I'm confirming that whether that one is 1 square plus 0.1 omega square.
Yes, yes. 1 plus, there is no space, so I am writing separately. 1 plus 0.1 omega squared. That
Tan
is my magnitude. Angle is tan inverse of
Tan inverse
0.1.
0.4 omega.
Okay, so this should come here. Alright, so this finishes off the magnitude and the angle part. Now I am going to separately write it. Okay, the magnitude part separately and the angle part separately I am going to write. I am clearing the page again. Right. Now only the magnitude alone I am separating out. What will be the formula? 10 divided by omega square root of 1 plus 0.4 omega squared square root of 1 plus 0.1 omega squared. This is my magnitude alone. Okay. Now if you want to write the angle, phase angle, then what will be the formula? That is phi. What will be the formula? Here the angle is 0. So 0. The other factors are in the denominator. So I have to give a negative sign. So minus 90 degree minus tan inverse of, tell me the formula, 0.4 omega divided by 1 minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega. Understood? The same formula you make a note. Later in this problem while drawing my phase plot I will ask the formula. Okay, what is the phase angle formula? The angle for this will be 0. The angle for this will be 90 degree. So this is in the denominator, so I am taking negative sign here. Okay. Other angles are also in the denominator. So minus tan inverse of 0.4 omega minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega. Have you made a note of the formula? Shall I proceed to the next step?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the rest?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed, ma'am.
Alright. First, how to draw the magnitude plot. Okay, first portion is how to draw the magnitude plot. See, always you have to remember that the first portion of the slope will be caused due to constant gain or integral factor or derivative factor. Okay, you can check out what is the first factor that is present in the tabular column. This tabular column, these things are constant. Okay, so make a note of the tabular column. In this tabular column, you have to tabulate the terms. Terms alone will be varying, but the values that are talked over, circled, will not change. Okay, so you will be having term, corner frequency, slope dB per decade, and change in slope. Are you taking it down? This is the third step. You have to draw this tabular column and you have to fill out the terms. Have you finished taking the tabular column?
No, 1 minute.
1 second.
Please take down the tabular column. This is your next step. See, Bode plot is very, very, very important. This next unit also you will be drawing Bode plot and root locus. How to draw Bode plot is very important. At least maximum 2 problems of 16 marks will come. So if you understand it well, you may get around 30 marks, 32 marks out of 100. Hrithik sir, I will remove you from Google Meet. All are taken down the tables?
1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So first column will be term, second one will be corner frequency, third one will be slope dB per decade, change in slope dB per decade. That's the last column. All are taken down now. I want answers from all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will move on. Okay. And again I am telling you this first term will be constant or an integral term or a derivative term, always. Okay. First term will be, suppose depending upon the problem, if it is having only constant, then it will be a constant. If it is having an integral factor, then it will be an integral factor. If it is a derivative factor, means it will be a derivative factor. So because the gain will be starting over from that value only, so first thing is you have to tabulate that term. But for your problem, what is in the first term? What is to be tabulated? You are having integral or derivative or what factor? Given open loop transfer function?
Integral.
Yes. G of S is equivalent to what function for you? 10 divided by S into 1 plus 0.4 S into 1 plus 0.1 S you are having. So you are having gain with the integral factor. So that should be tabulated first. That is mandatory. Okay, understood this thing, small thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first term will be always what term?
Integral term.
Integral term or derivative term or gain. Suppose in the problem, if you are not having this integral, if you are having 10s, okay, then what will be the first term?
10 j omega.
10 j omega. Here instead of 10 divided by, you will be having 10 j omega. Now you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will proceed. Alright, so next term, if you see to this term, that will be having the least corner frequency. So which term is contributing least corner frequency? You know there are 2 corner frequencies for your problem. What are the 2 values of corner frequency that you found out? One was 2.5, other one was 10. So which one is giving you least corner frequency? That is 2.5. What is the factor corresponding to it? For what factor you got 2.5 radian per second?
1 plus 0.4 j omega.
1 divided by 1 plus 0.4 j omega. So that you should come as second factor. Okay, that you should tabulate it as second, whichever is having the lower value of corner frequency. Okay, next higher corner frequency is contributed by what?
1 by 1 plus 0.1 J omega.
Okay, so that should be tabulated next. Okay, understood this one, this step? How to tabulate the terms in the first column?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
The rest also, please confirm that you understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first term will be always either gain value or integral value or a derivative, this term. Always, you cannot change that, okay? And the next possible term should be ordered up in the increasing value of corner frequency. So whichever term is giving you least corner frequency, that should be tabulated second. The next higher value of corner frequency should be tabulated third, and it should go on. Alright, this over. Okay, so you should tabulate it. Next, you know, easy step. What is the corner frequency for this value? You should tabulate it. Already you have found out, just pick and place. Okay. Now next thing is very important thing, how to find out the slope dB per decade. For this only I have taught you introduction part yesterday's class. Now the first term is 10 divided by j omega, that is having one s factor in the denominator or in the numerator. Denominator. Okay, so the slope will be descending or ascending? Negative or positive?
Descending.
Descending. So negative or positive slope? Negative slope. And what will be the nature of the slope? 20 or 40 or 60 or 80? All these things yesterday we have learned. Minus, that term is 10 divided by s. Power is 1 only. This term is in the denominator, so minus. The slope will be 20. Okay, that you have
20.
got it. That you have to write it as minus 20. Okay, understood this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, clear the page again. Okay, now moving on to this factor. 1 divided by 1 plus j 0.4 omega. That is first order factor again in the denominator or in the numerator? Denominator. So minus slope or positive slope?
Negative slope.
Negative slope. So minus sign you have given. And the order is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. This is first order factor or? Yes. So again the slope will be given as what value?
Minus 20.
Minus 20. Okay, that is how we got the slope value. Now moving on to the third one. 1 divided by 1 plus j 0.1 omega. That is also what factor?
First order factor, ma'am.
First order factor. Again in the denominator or in the numerator? Denominator. So it will also have negative slope minus 20. Okay. Suppose if you are having squared here, then what will happen?
Second order function.
So what will be the slope value? Minus, this slope will be changed to minus 40. You understood? What is the difference? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I will clear the page again. Okay, so now this is over. Slope per dB per decade you have found out. The next thing is you need to find out what is the change in slope dB per decade. Okay, like I have told you yesterday, you have to sum up the slopes. Okay, what is the initial slope that you are having?
Minus 20.
Minus 20. That you write it here. Okay. Then what is the next slope that you are having?
Again minus 20.
Minus 20. That you bring it here. Both the things you have to sum. Okay, so what will be the answer? Minus 20, minus 20. So what will be the answer? 40. That you have to write it. Minus 40. Okay. Then again you have to bring this sum again. 40. And this slope is minus 20. So minus 40, minus 20 again. So what will be the sum?
Minus 60.
Minus 60. Okay, that you have to write it down. Understood this step? How I am calculating the change in slope dB per decade?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Mukul
ma'am.
Patel, Mohit,
Yes, ma'am.
Mohan Kumar,
Yes,
Muzaffar,
ma'am.
all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Aniket,
Yes,
Aniket,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anusha, Vanshu Vivek,
Yes, ma'am.
what about Vansh, Prince,
Yes, ma'am.
Rahul, Sanjay,
Yes, ma'am.
all of you understood now? Shall we proceed then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, now you need to know the initial value slope will be minus 20. Then it will change it to minus 40. Then it will change it to minus 60. So minus 20, minus 40, minus 60. Okay. Like that only the magnitude plot will be dropping down. Okay. That is why you are calculating this change in slope dB per decade. Now you need to fix this in a graph sheet, similar graph sheet. So you should have some points. With that points only you will be able to plot the graph. So how to calculate that points I will tell you. How to draw the magnitude plot. Let's move on. We already have two frequencies. Now what are the two frequencies that you already calculated? Omega C1 and omega C2 values are what?
2.5 and 10.
2.5 and 10 values are already known to you. Okay. Now, you have to choose one omega L which is less than omega C1. That is a lower frequency you have to choose which is less when compared to 2.5. Any value you can choose. Here, what value they have chosen?
0.1, ma'am.
0.1. You can choose 1 radian per second. It depends upon how the graph is covering up the range. Okay, so it's your wish only. So if you want to select 1 radian per second, it's okay. Okay, but the value should be less than the first corner frequency. Okay, so like that you have to choose one lower frequency. Then you have to choose one higher frequency which is greater than omega C2. So what is omega C2?
10.
10 radian. So 10 radian, one frequency you have to fix which is greater than 10. So here they have chosen what value?
50.
50. Okay. So two frequencies you have to choose in addition to the existing value of corner frequencies. One lower frequency and one higher frequency you have to choose. Any value you can choose. Here they have chosen lower frequency to be 0.1 radian per second, higher frequency to be 50 radian per second. Lower frequency should be less than what value?
Omega
How will
C1
you
least
Omega-
value.
Omega C1.
first corner frequency, lesser than that you choose lower frequency. Higher frequency should be greater than the last corner frequency. Like that you have to choose two more frequencies. Now for these four frequency values, that is omega L, omega C1, omega C2, omega H, you will be finding out 4 points. That points you will be transferring to the similar graph sheet. You will draw a magnitude plot. That is what you will be doing. Okay, but first this step you have understood, choice of omega L and omega H.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we proceed then?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All are taking down, no? Okay, now comes the important part, how to
Yes.
calculate the points. Note on the point and remember one more thing that I am teaching you. Up to the first corner frequency. Okay, up to the first corner frequency, the gain contribution will be because of the first term. So what is your first term in the table? You have made one 4-column table, no? What is the first term in the table?
10 by j omega.
10 by j omega. So you can easily see to the first two formula. This is corresponding to omega value, omega L, that you have chosen to be what value? Lower frequency they have chosen to be 0.5 radian per second. And this is for omega C1, that is 2.5 radians per second. And up to the first corner frequency, if you see, the gain contribution will be because of what term?
But ma'am, you said 0.1.
0.1 they have chosen. You can choose any value you wish. You can choose. In this problem, they have chosen 0.5, so it will be easy. Otherwise, it will be confusing the derivation part. So I am fixing a 0.5. You can choose 0.1 also. It's your wish. Swaraj, you understood?
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can choose 0.1. It's not a problem. Okay, but it should be less than omega C1. That is what I am trying to tell you. That is the criteria that you have to fix. Okay, you can choose 1 radians also. No problem. Understood?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
better fix up a broad range because the graph may not come properly. It will be very narrow if you are choosing very close values. So better choose a very low value. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So first corner frequency, up to the first corner frequency, the gain will be contributed by 10 divided by j omega. That is the first term that you have tabulated in the tabular column. So if you want to write down the gain, you know the formula 20 log that term. Okay. So using that only you have calculated. So you can use your calculator whether the answers that are given in this slide are correct or not. Use your calculator and you also write it down, the first two steps. So when omega is equal to omega L, that is 0.5 radians per second, what is the gain value that you are getting in dB? Final answer. You can use your calculator, double check whether the answer is 40 dB or not. Practice it. What is the formula?
20 log 100. 40.
First value, that is omega L is equal to 0.5. I am writing the formula. I want to know what is the magnitude. So 20 log, the first term is 10 divided by omega. Okay. So 10 divided by omega means again 20 log 10 divided by that 0.5. I have to substitute.
100.
So answer is 40 dB or not? Okay, here they have chosen 0.1 now.
That only, ma'am.
Okay, okay. You choose
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
You calculate 0.5 and tell me. No problem. Okay.
26.0.
I'm 26.02 dB. I'm
And for
26.02
0.5,
dB.
it will be 20.
In dB what value? 90 na?
26, ma'am.
26.02. 26, ma'am.
26.02, ma'am.
Okay. See, if you are choosing this to be 0.5 means the gain value is
02.
26.02.
5999.
Okay, no problem. But here in this problem, I think they have chosen 0.1. What did it be? Okay, if you have chosen 0.5 also no problem. But the points, the starting and the ending point only alone will be changing. The slope and all will be always remaining constant only. Okay, no problem. Now, second case, when the corner frequency is equal to 2.5, same way you calculate and tell me whether the answer is 12 dB or not.
Yes, ma'am, 12 degree only.
Same formula, 20 log
Yes, ma'am.
12
12,
ten
dB.
divided by
12.04.
2.12 dB. Okay, so 2 points you have got, one for lower corner frequency, other one for omega C1. Okay, now the third formula is very confusing, isn't it? See, remember the first point that I have taught you, up to first corner frequency, the gain contribution will be by what factor? Up to first corner frequency, the gain contribution will be by what factor? The formula will not change. It will be always because of gain or derivative or integral factor. That is the first term that you have tabulated in the column. Understood this concept? Why I am getting the formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
what change in formula are you observing for omega is equal to omega C2? What's the formula now? The formula you have to remember. Slope from, make a note of the formula. Slope from omega, previous frequency is omega C1 to the present frequency is omega C2 into log of present frequency divided by previous frequency plus the previous gain. The standard formula. Okay, this is previous, this is present, okay, this is present, this is previous gain, the value that you calculated earlier. formula you make a note. Slope from previous frequency to present frequency into log of present frequency divided by previous frequency plus previous gain. That is standard formula. Have you made a note?
Ma'am, I did not understand, ma'am.
Okay, up to A you are calculating. For lower frequency omega C1, the gain will be 20 log. The first term that you are having is 10 divided by omega. It will not change. Okay. Now, when you want to calculate A at omega C2, okay, now the formula will be slope from, what is your previous frequency? Before omega C2, what is the frequency that you are having?
Omega C1.
Omega C1. Now, present frequency is omega C2. Okay, into log of, what is the present frequency?
Omega C2.
Omega C2 divided by previous frequency is what?
Omega C1.
Omega C.
Omega C1 plus previous gain. AF, what is the previous gain? At what frequency? Previous gain is found out at what frequency?
Omega C1.
Omega C1. That's all. The standard formula will not change. Understood now, Swaraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Others also have understood this concept. Now the formula will be changing a little bit. It will be
Yes,
slope
ma'am.
from the previous frequency to the present frequency into log of present frequency divided by previous frequency plus the previous gain. Understood?
Ma'am, in this omega C1 was 0.5 or 2.5.
Omega C1 is what value? 2.5 no.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Omega L is 0.5 or 0.1, whichever is choice you made. There are 4 corner frequencies: omega L, omega C1, omega C2, omega H. Omega L is 0.5 or 0.1. Omega C1 is 2.5. Omega C2 is 10. Omega L, H is 50. They have chosen in the problem. 4 corner frequencies, 4 points you are finding low. Okay. Now you want to solve this. Okay. Solve this. For that you have to refer to the table that you have made. Okay. One table you have taken down, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Refer to the table.
Yes, ma'am. Again, I will tabulate, load that PDF. Okay, wait. Okay. This is the table, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we are going to find out the gain at omega C2. Okay, what is the formula that I told you? That is slope from previous frequency omega C1 to omega C2 into log of omega C2 divided by omega C1, the whole plus the previous gain. Okay, that formula only you have to use. Now the slope from omega C1 to C2. Okay, what is the slope that you will be using? You tell me. Initial slope is minus 20. Okay, what is the next slope change after minus 20?
Minus 20.
Minus 20. Minus 20 is initial, first start. Okay, next change is what?
Minus 40.
So that will be minus 40. The slope from omega C1 to C2 will be this one. So minus 40. Then you know omega C2 is what value? 10 divided by, I think 2.5. The previous gain value is 12. Okay, substitute and tell me what is the answer. That's all. Are you doing? You understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
And what you did after 40 minus 40?
See, the formula is you have to find out
Minus 12, ma'am.
okay. The formula says the previous, so omega C1 to omega C2, what is the slope? That value is minus 40. So minus 40 into log of the present frequency is 10 divided by the previous frequency is 2.5. The previous gain value is plus 12. That should be the answer at for gain at omega C2. Tell me what's the formula. What is the answer? This you can check out for yourself. This is the formula that I have used. Correct or not? 12 dB minus 12. All of you have got minus 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is from the table only. Okay. Similarly, you have to tell me what will be the last gain value for higher frequency that you have said, that is 50. What will be the formula now? Slope from the previous frequency is what in this case? Those who are leaving the class, you will not be given attendance. In case Tetik, Tirumale Vasanandal are leaving, I told you 2 days before that I will extend the class for half an hour. So what's the formula? What's the answer? Last value of gain for 50 radians per second. The previous frequency in that case is omega C2.
Minus 53.
Okay, wait. From the table I will do again. Okay, last value. Okay, that is how to calculate the gain at last frequency, that is 50 radians per second. That value is, what is the next slope? From omega C2 to omega H, what is the slope change?
Minus 60.
Minus 60 into the present frequency is 50 divided by the previous frequency is 10 now, 10 plus the previous gain is minus 12. Okay, so what's the answer that you got?
Minus 53.94 dB.
Minus 53.94. Let us check the answer. Okay, 54 dB you got around approximated value.
Yes, ma'am. Approx. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 4 points you got. Nobody should leave the class. Okay, mind that. Alright. So now these are the 4 points that you got. So tell me what are the points that you got when omega is equal to omega L is equal to 0.1. They have chosen. The gain value is what value for the that you calculated? 40 dB. When omega is equal to 2.5, then the value is 12 dB. And when omega is equal to 10, then the value is minus 12 dB. And when omega is equal to 50, then the value is 54 dB. So you got 4 points that you are to plot in the semi-law graph sheet. Okay. Now take out your semi-law graph sheet. I will also do the same thing, but you remember the magnitude. Have you noted on the value? 40, 12, minus 54. Are you taking down the formula?
Ma'am, for omega h, I am getting
Ma'am.
53.4, minus 53.4.
Okay, correct only now. Approximated to minus 54. There's nothing wrong. Okay, now we'll move on to the semi-log graph sheet. All are having the graph sheet, I think so, with you. How to take scale, do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm loading the graph. Same thing how to do here. This is my similar graph sheet that I'm having. The same graph I will do two plotting. One is for magnitude and one is for phase angle I will do. Okay. Alright. So, on the top I am taking. What is the range of the frequency that I am having? Range of the frequency. Range of the
0.5
frequency.
to 50.
Point 1 I am taking. Okay, point 1, then 10, 50, 2.5, no. So I will start from point 1, okay. Point 1, will this be point 0, sorry, point 1, alright. Then the next will be in decade scale. So if this point 1 means the next one will be 1, the next one will be 10, this one will be 100, this one will be 1K, this one will be 10K, this one will be 100K. Like that you take scale. You also do the same thing. That will be omega in radian per second.
Only 200 only.
You take, I am taking general scale. But like this only you should take scale in a semi-log graph sheet in decade. All are taken scale. This is be point 1, this be 1, 10, 1K. Okay. Like this. Then you mark omega radians per second. Okay. Then what is your gain value range? Gain range. Gain range.
40
it is starting from 40, 12, minus 12 and minus 54.
Minus 54.
Okay. So you can start 0 here. Same graph I will use. So 0 will start over here. Okay. Let us be 0. And here I am having 10 dB. Here let it be 20. Negative values I will take it here. Minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. Because it is 60, no, I will take 20-20 scale. So if you take 20-20 dB, okay. Let me take 0 here. Let us be 20. Let us be minus 20, minus 40, minus 60. Okay, like that. Take scale and I will mark it as A. I will mark it as A dB. A represents magnitude in dB scale. Have we finished this?
Yes, ma'am.
This one is this is 0.1, 1, 10, 100. Okay. Now what is the first radian per second value you have chosen? 0.1, no? For point 1, what is the magnitude that you got?
40, man.
For point 1, the magnitude is
For
40.
40.
So where will you have 40? Here only, no? Mark a point here. Okay, point 1, 40 dB. Then, next point, this is A point. Okay, next point is for what frequency? This is omega L. What is omega C1? 2.5. What is the magnitude for
2.5.
it?
12.
What is the magnitude? Magnitude.
Well,
I'm hoping all are following and all are doing it in your own similar graph sheet. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the rest?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
All of you, if you are responding to me well, I will be always happy, man, knowing that you are learning out something and you are not straying. So what is the gain value that you got for 2.5?
12.
12. Okay, so 2.5 where will you have? This is my 1. Okay. So this will be my 2. 2.5 will be in between here, for which the 12 point will be, this is 10, no? So I will draw a straight line, that way it will be good. 12 is somewhere here. Okay. 12. 10, 12. Somewhere here it will be 10, 12. Okay. And 2.5 will be, this is 1 means somewhere here it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So somewhere the first division you will have. Somewhere here. Somewhere here you will have that points. Mark that. This will be my 1, no? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. So in between I will have 2, 4, 6, 8. Somewhere here only I will get fixing up here. Okay. So this is my point B. So what about the next point? Next frequency?
Minus 12.
10.
I mean,
Omega C2, no? That is 10, na?
omega
10.
C2.
Minus 12, no? So, and 10 is over here. Minus 12. Earlier thing is plus 12. I have did it wrong. Somewhere here you will have the points. Now it will be here. Somewhere here. Okay. Now what about the last point?
50,
Omega
ma'am.
H 50. What is the gain value? 54. No, minus 54. So 50 will be in the center. Minus 54. So it will be somewhere. Somewhere here I will have some point. Okay. Approximately you take. Okay. Then you join everything by a scale.
like this. Okay. Then using a scale you join. Like this, you have to take a scale. Okay, this is representing what plot?
Magnitude. Ma'am.
Not Bode plot, only one portion you have drawn. There are two plots you have to draw. One is for magnitude and one is for phase plot. This is magnitude plot or phase plot? Magnitude plot. So next thing is you have to write this one is magnitude plot. Okay. Now you have to mark the slope also. So how will you mark the slope? Tell me. What is the initial value of the slope that you are having? Initial value of the slope is minus 20. Then the next change is minus 40. Then the next change is minus 60. So this is marked as 20 dB per decade. This one you have to mark it as minus 40 dB per decade. This one you have to mark it as minus 60 dB per decade. So this finishes only magnitude plot. Like this you have to do in your similar graph sheet. Okay. Let us move on to the phase plot. All of you understood this portion? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the rest? Always I have to egg you to give me some answer. I always tell you, even if the answer is wrong, you please respond in some or the other way. All of you finished this or not? Even if you have not finished, have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest also.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall we proceed to the phase plot drawing? In the same graph only you will do phase
Yes,
plot
ma'am.
marking also. Okay, now how to calculate it, I am going to rush it up. Okay. Let's go back to the problem. Okay. I am showing one tabular column. Already I have told you how to write the phase angle expression. So what is your phase angle expression? Phase angle I have taught you to write it down. No, what is the phase angle expression? Angle of 0 omega is equal to, for this problem it is 0 minus 90. Tell me the expression. I told you that I will
Minus
ask for
tan
the
inverse 0.4
minus
omega
tan
minus
inverse
tan inverse
of
0.1 omega.
0.4 omega minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega. You can see the same formula is written here, no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that you understood, I think so. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that formula only you have to use to calculate the phase points. Okay, now you know 4 frequencies are there. This 2.5 is your first corner frequency, 10 is your second corner frequency. So in and around these two values you choose some other values also. Okay, what are the values they have chosen in the problem?
4.
Near to 2.5 and 10, some 5 or 4 values extra you have to choose. Okay, so they have chosen 0.1, 1, 4, 10. You can choose 50 also. It's your wish only. Okay, to make the plot more accurate, if you are choosing extra values, it will be more accurate. Okay, so you have to choose some omega values which are falling within the range of omega C1, omega C2. Okay. Then you have to substitute all these values in this formula for phase, and then you have to find out the angle in degree. Okay, angle in degree. All the values are correct or not, one time you check and tell me. Suppose if you are substituting omega is equal to 0.1 in this formula everywhere for omega, then you will be getting minus 92.
For 2.5 I am getting minus 45.
No, you must have did something wrong. The angle is minus 150 only. Do it properly.
Tan inverse 0.4 into 2.5.
Not only that one. That is given as 45 only, no. Final answer for 5.
No.
Completely substitute.
Okay.
Complete answer should be minus 150 around. All of you check for one value. If you are getting the answer means well and good. You have learned something. Try it out, one value. All the values you have to calculate, but anyhow there is no time. So one value substitute in calculator and check. Are you doing it? The rest also.
Yes, ma'am.
For one value of omega, you find out whether the angle of phase is correct. Then you are doing something correct. The thing is, you have to choose
Ma'am, after
omega values, different values like that.
af-
You substitute these values in the given formula for phase, and the final answer you have to find. That's all.
ma'am, phi how will calculate? 5.
Pi is given by a phase angle, no, the formula. Follow what I am teaching. Minus 90 degree minus tan inverse of 0.4 omega minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega, and that is substitute. That is phi. Mute your mic.
Monday, ma.
Mute your mic. Are we people at least getting the answer, one answer correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Shall we proceed to the next step?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, mark out the angles. This is the formula for phase that you already I have taught you in initial stage. Given g of s, you find out the angle separately. That expression is minus 90 minus tan inverse of 0.4 omega minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega. In that you have to substitute omega values which is tabulated, and finally you tabulate phi value. This you have to plot it in the same Bode plot. Okay, that I will tell you how. Okay, you can see for yourself. This is the problem that I was talking about. Okay, this one is what plot? That we already did it, no? What is the name of the plot?
Magnitude.
Magnitude plot. Okay. Yes, in the same graph itself you have to do phase plot also. Okay. For that you have to take a scale. Okay. What is the range that you are having? Range you have taken down now.
No, ma'am.
Okay, if I do something, this will go off. I have to reload it. Okay, this is the table. Okay. The value range of phase angle is what? It is ranging from minus. All are negative values, you can check it out. Okay, all are negative. Okay, it is ranging from minus 90 to what is the maximum value that you are having?
236.
236. Remember this, minus 90 to 240. Scale you have to take. Okay. Graph. Okay. Graph. Okay. So it's a little bit blurred only. Okay, but you can check out the scale that I have taken for phase angle. No? Are you able to check it out? This is phase in degree. Phase in degree that I have taken. Okay, they have taken 2020 scale, I think so. So from the top they have taken scale, I think so. So this is minus 60 they have taken. This one is minus 40, minus 20. I guess this is minus 80, then minus 100, minus 120, minus 140. Like that they have taken scale. Okay. Then this one is minus 160, minus 180, minus 200, minus 220, minus 240. Like that they have taken scale for 5. Same way you have to take scale here also. Understood? The scaling part there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, like this you take scale. And what is the value that you got for minus 92? 0.1 radian per second, no? Okay, let's check out whether they have plotted correct or not. So here you are having minus 92. Okay, if you check, zooming out. This is 0.1 they have taken, I think so. Okay. So this point is minus 92 they have taken. Okay. I think this point. Okay. Like that you have to take other points also. What is the next angle? Minus 150 now. Minus 115 I think.
Minus
Another one
118.
more point. Okay. Then what is the next phase angle? Minus 150, yeah?
118. 118.
1118 should also be around only. Okay, same way you mark the other points like this. I think so many points are there.
Ma'am, that
Like this.
115 is 118.
Okay, 115, 118 close only, no? Okay. So like this you mark and again you have to use a scale to join all these points and then the plot will be called as what plot?
Phase plot.
Phase plot. Okay. Now finally in the problem they have asked you to find out two frequencies, that is omega PC, omega GC. What is omega PC, what is omega GC? Only 5 more minutes I will take. What is omega PC, what is slope?
No, no, sure.
From yesterday's class. What is the meaning?
Phase
crossover,
Phase crossover.
gain
Phase
crossover.
crossover
Gain crossover
frequency. Gain crossover frequency.
Frequency.
Definition also I have given, no? What is phase crossover, what is gain crossover?
Yes.
Definition gave, no?
At 180 degree.
180 degree means 180 degree minus 180 degree means that corresponding frequency is phase crossover. Then what about gain crossover? Gain crossover means magnitude should be 0 dB.
1 or 0.
Okay, 1 or 0 dB. But here you have taken dB scale only, so it should be 0 dB. That will be gain crossover frequency. This is a very, very important concept. All hear me out. Okay, now you have to find out these 2 points from the graph. So you check out where you are having minus 180 in the graph. Okay. So here you are having minus 180 now. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
from that you take a scale. Okay, from that you take a scale. Sorry, I will take a scale and you mark. You hit a line here so that it hits the phase plot. Okay. Okay. Scale marking how to do from
I'm at 5.
clearing the pitch. Okay, this is my minus 180. From minus 180, I am using a scale to mark a hitting point so that it hits the what plot? It should be hitting what plot? Phase plot or magnitude plot?
Phase plot.
Phase plot. Okay.
Ma'am, phase
Then
crossover.
phase plot. Okay. Then you extend one more line. From that hitting point down here. Okay. Okay. Like that you have to draw. And that frequency you have to mark. Omega. That is your phase crossover frequency. What is the value for you? Tell me from your graph. I think you must not have done the graph. I think it is 5 radians that they have given in the problem. I think it will be 5 radians per second. This is how you will be finding out what frequency. What frequency?
Phase
What is the
crossover.
name?
Phase
All of you
crossover.
understood this concept. How to find phase crossover frequency? What will you do? From the graph only how to find it. So what will you do?
We'll draw a line from 180 minus 180.
Perpendicular by base.
Minus
Okay,
180. Then
for that point, we'll find the value of frequency.
frequency, that will be your omega PC. Okay, now how to find omega GC? Tell me, magnitude should be what value for omega GC?
0 or 1.
0. Where you are having 0 dB? Zooming a little bit. So here I am having 0 dB, no? So from 0 dB again I have to mark a scale so that it hits the what plot now? What plot?
Gain plot.
Magnitude plot.
Magnitude 4.
Okay, then again you extend to omega value. That will be that will be again what value for you? This is your omega
5.
GC or PC?
GC.
GC.
GC. Understood? That is 5 again, 5 radians per second. So 0 dB, you have to hit the magnitude plot, find out the corresponding omega, 5 radians per second. That is gain crossover frequency. And minus 180 degree, you hit the phase plot, the corresponding frequency is omega PC, that is phase crossover frequency. This is the procedure for finding out phase and gain crossover frequency, a very, very important concept. And based upon that only you will find out kg and gamma. What is kg and what is gamma?
Ma'am, but why you took 0 only?
Why I took 0 means what is your question? I am not understanding.
Ma'am, why you
0 and
took the
180.
line
that
from
is.
0 and 180?
0 is magnitude is 1. Okay, in a dB scale it will be 0 dB. So as per a definition, that what value? That gain crossover frequency is defined as wherever the magnitude is 1 or 0 dB, that corresponding frequency will be called as gain crossover frequency. Okay, and for that gain crossover frequency only you will be calculating gamma, that is your phase margin, given by what formula that I have told you yesterday?
180 plus 5 GC.
180 plus 5 GC. What is your 5 GC?
Angle of G.
Angle at what frequency? Angle at gain crossover frequency.
Yes, sir.
See, this one is because of stability study only. Okay, suppose if that value is exceeding 1 means you will consider the system to go unstable. Okay, all these are related to stability only. Gain margin, if it is coming negative, means it will be again unstable system. So many things are related to gain margin, phase crossover, gain crossover. So these are how they are related. As per definition, 180 degree is very, very important concept, and 0 dB is again important. That is why they have chosen these values. Okay, well, polar plot I will teach you, I will tell you. Okay. Alright, so that omega PC, what is the corresponding angle here you are having? That you have to consider as 5 GC, and that you will substitute in the formula and you will find out phase margin. Gain margin is corresponding to what frequency? Phase crossover or gain crossover?
Gain crossover.
Gain margin opposite frequency. What
Phase
frequency?
crossover, ma'am.
Phase crossover. Suppose if you are extending the same line here. Okay. Okay. That will be hitting the magnitude plot. You find out the corresponding value here. Okay. You hit it. Then again you find out the corresponding gain. Okay, that gain in negative value you take, that will be gain margin. That is not valid for this particular problem. Some other problem it will have a different value. Okay, this is how we will be finding out gain margin, the phase margin. Okay, in simple words I tell you. Suppose if this is the magnitude plot, this is the phase plot. Okay, magnitude, phase. How will you find out phase crossover? Phase crossover. Wherever the angle is minus 180 degree, you extend a line so that it meets the phase plot. Find out the corresponding omega, that will be omega PC. Okay. Suppose if you are extending the same upwards, okay, take the negative value of that gain, alright, that will be your gain margin. That will do it for a different problem. For this problem it's not coming. Different problem, it will be you have to take the negative of that corresponding gain corresponding to minus 180 degree. Okay. Now, how to find out gamma? For that you will be using gain crossover frequency. So wherever you are having 0 dB, make a straight line so that it hits the magnitude plot. Find out the corresponding phase angle, that will be 5 GC. Okay. Substitute in the formula. You will be getting phase margin. Okay. This thing you should not forget. In problem they have asked you to find out phase crossover and gain crossover. In some other problem they will ask you to find gain margin, phase margin. Some other problem they will ask you to shift the value of K. Different sorts of variations are possible in different problem. But have you understood how to find omega PC, omega GC? With this we'll close class.
Yes, ma'am.
How will you find omega PC?
Ma'am, we will first draw a line from 0 for minus 180 for omega PC, and then we'll compare with the graph where it is landing on.
Okay, what about omega GC? Some other person should give me the answer.
At dB equals 0, ma'am.
0 dB corresponding frequency is omega GC. Okay, gain margin, phase margin, one more time I will teach you in next class. Okay, but you understood omega PC and omega GC now? With that we'll close?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll wind up the class? Okay, all can go for lunch. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, all can discuss.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.